What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back and with a new video. And everybody, we have breaking news out of the House of Representatives, not related to the elections, though the elections will be critical for this event. It appears Representative Andy Biggs is going to challenge Kevin McCarthy for the speakership. That is right, folks. It appears we do have a speakership, a controversy, a brewing. Now, it's become quite clear the past couple of days, the caucus is not that supportive of Kevin McCarthy. And in my opinion, it was a matter of time before somebody kind of publicly said, I'm not supporting Kevin McCarthy. Matt Gaetz has just said it, and Andy Biggs, he's setting himself up to be the main challenge to Kevin McCarthy. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below. Enjoy the channel today. That is right, folks, for just 10 cents a day, you could join Real American Politics, only 10 cents a day. That's a phenomenal deal as it helps support the daily content. We all love that daily content, so I hope you join today. Alright, folks, it's time we discuss the speakership election, because this is going to get interesting, because we have an official challenger, or technically unofficial, but everybody's saying, yeah, this is what's happening. Andy Biggs, one of the best representatives in the House of Representatives, is going to challenge Kevin McCarthy for the speakership. Now, people are going to say, oh, we need to unite behind McCarthy, or Pelosi could still be speaker. No, that is not how the speakership election works. It's a lot more complicated than most people make it sound like. You don't need a plurality. You need a majority. And that's the key. That is the key about these speakership elections. You need a majority of the vote, of the House. You can't just get, 202, out of 435 representatives and, become speaker. You need a majority of Congress to be able to become Speaker of the House. So Pelosi, the only way that she can become Speaker is if Republicans vote for her. And if she becomes Speaker because of that, a civil war would happen in the Republican Party. I mean, worse than we're already seeing, but that is what it is. So you see here, there is a complicated system to it. Originally, you're supposed to have, kind of like a primary or a caucus for the speakership. Republican Party had one in 2019. That's how McCarthy became the Republican main nominee for the speakership. And Jim Jordan lost the nomination and all that good stuff. Now, here's the thing, though, about the speaker election. You can still vote for whoever the hell you want. And you see some of these votes. Tammy Duckworth, Stacey Abrams, Joe Biden in 2019 got a vote. Joe Biden. So yeah, anybody could theoretically become Speaker of the House. Even Trump could. But this is an official challenge to Kevin McCarthy. And you don't have to get a plurality of the base. You don't got to do that. All you got to do is keep McCarthy below a majority. That's all you need to do. And I doubt any Democrats are going to vote for McCarthy. Maybe Cuellar, but that's like a weird scenario where he may flip the Republican Party. I don't see that. But that's probably the only way McCarthy could become Speaker realistically. Why? Look at how small the House majority is looking like. So Republicans are 214, Democrats are 210. So it's looking like Republicans, Boebert, that's going to be a close one. They're freaking finding votes. What a surprise. Kevin Kiley, I think, is going to hold on. Mike Garcia will hold on. Ken Calvert's going to win, it looks like. So will Michelle Steele. So you're at 220, all right? That's not that big of a majority, all right? Barely a majority, but it could be a bit bigger. Maybe Valadao pulls it off. We're seeing, some vote dumps that actually favor the Republicans in a place like California 47th. So it could be even 222. Maybe something happens in Washington 3rd. But you get the point. So you start doing some math here. All right, I'm switching maps so you get the point. So if Republicans hold on, all right, to the majority, which is more than likely going to happen, I don't see how they lose majority at this point. Republicans, let's say they end up with 221. And let's say Democrats win the rest of these. And not all the Democrats are going to vote for Pelosi. They're not. Vast majority will, if she runs again. She may not run for speaker again. Maybe Clyburn does. But you get the point. At this point, Republicans need 4 representatives that would vote against McCarthy and vote for Biggs, or theoretically anybody, but just not McCarthy. And you start doing some math here. Let's say Andy Biggs is one. I think that's quite clear. Paul Gosar is more than likely going to do it. Matt Gaetz, he's all but indicated that he is going to vote against McCarthy. So that's 3. You need one more to pretty much screw over McCarthy. And I could see somebody maybe like Jim Jordan voting against it. I don't think so, because it is Jim Jordan. He may just stick with McCarthy. But in this situation, there's a lot of options that could potentially vote against him. Maybe Boebert. She's so furious with what happened, she may vote against him. But you get the point. All you need is 4. And Taylor Greene appears to be supporting McCarthy, which is strange, but that's a whole different situation. But all you need is just 4. So let's say this happens. Republicans have 4 of their representatives vote against McCarthy. Well, guess what? McCarthy is not speaker in this situation. I know there's be some Democrats that don't cast a vote, but you get the point. If a majority does not agree on a speaker, essentially this becomes a deadlocked Congress. And this is where it may get interesting. You may include people like Scott Perry maybe vote against McCarthy, and you keep adding some more. Again, maybe Boebert, maybe Taylor Greene changes her mind, but you start realizing the Freedom Caucus is going to start uniting behind, I think, Biggs. And they're a sizable chunk of the Republican caucus. They can stop everything happening. They can stop the entire government from functioning. And Biggs doesn't need to become speaker. All he has to do is just keep forcing McCarthy to, below 50%. Does not get majority. He keeps not getting majority. Doesn't get a majority. Etc., etc. And the Freedom Caucus, I've heard, they're going to be asking for some serious demands. They're wanting the Freedom Caucus to essentially control the House of Representatives. That's what the Freedom Caucus is going to try to do, from what I've heard. And that's a good thing, because the Freedom Caucus is the best of the best for the Republicans. And they're going to essentially say, look, anything that gets done through the House, we decide. So it's essentially the Freedom Caucus. They may let McCarthy become speaker, but they can pull the plug at any time if they really wanted to, and they're going to basically decide what laws or bills are going to be up for votes. They're going to be the ones to decide everything. So that's why this could get very interesting if enough representatives vote against McCarthy, and that's not including somebody like Massey. I forgot about him. Maybe Davidson. So you start realizing McCarthy has a very slim chance of outright becoming speaker. There's a shot, but you start realizing there's the Freedom Caucus. They usually stick together, and we may not get McCarthy a speaker. I think he is favored to become speaker, but at this point, it's more like the Freedom Caucus is the Speaker of the House. The organization, the caucus, becomes speaker. They will control everything, most likely. Now, there is a situation where Biggs could win, which I don't see realistically happening, but if he somehow wins the original caucus vote, he becomes a Republican nominee, essentially. There's a shot he becomes speaker, which would be absolutely funny, considering the fact that McCarthy basically screwed us over this cycle, destroyed so many good candidates for God knows what reasons. It would be absolutely hilarious if they try to get a small majority as possible and it backfired on them. But this is going to be a spectacle to watch. So in the coming weeks, we're going to really know how valid this scenario is going to be. If only like 1 or 2 publicly vote against McCarthy, it's not likely. But if you start getting the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 McCarthy is not going to be Speaker outright. It'll be essentially the Freedom Caucus calling all the shots, which will be a good thing. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share it with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.